Greetings and welcome. I'm Rebecca Carner, Biofield tuner. Today's Biofield tuning contemplation is going to be largely wordless. I'd really like to just kind of set up the main idea and then just tune and be in sound today. There is a lot going on. There is a lot going on in my immediate personal world. I don't know anybody who doesn't have a lot going on, and there is a whole lot going on in the collective and in the sort of big public space. One of my clients recently, at the beginning of our private session, turned to me and said, Rebecca, I've been really thinking there is no through. Everybody always says, oh, the only way out is through, and you have to get through something, and as if there is some other side or some finale, some arrival that is, then I am at this destination. And there is no through, there is no other side. You are in it. You are where you are. You are exactly, as it turns out, where you need to be at all times. And in that present moment, in your process, whether you're loving how it feels, whether things are going well or not, there is, in fact, no place or set of circumstances or feeling that is other than that. There's only here. And then in my meditation, that app that I have been working with recently, the quote for the day was from the psychologist Carl Rogers. And the quote was, "The good life is a process, not a state of being. It's a direction, not a destination." And that's exactly what my client was saying, that there's no through, right? There's no destination. You are where you are. That is the direction, the vector that you are on. And in that, you are experiencing your totality. We all are in each and every moment. Yeah. The amount of shift, some would call it disruption, but the amount of shift and change and accessibility that is available right now is profound. And so in today's tuning, I may feel sort of called to comment as I go along, but in preparing and opening up the contemplative and preparatory space for this video, it just kept kind of coming through that what I'd really like to do is say these words that I've said so far, and then spend the rest in sound, so that wherever you are, whatever good life direction you are oriented in, may this tuning come to you. May this tuning support you in having what you are seeking be more accessible for you. Mm. 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 I think the last words that want to come through, things are just really big right now. Really big. Really big. I'm having a lot of emotion, like to the point where, If you could imagine being one of those glistening bubbles that I used to blow for my kids when they were little, right? The bubbles. We love them. They're so sweet, right? Blowing bubbles is so fun. But if you imagine being one of those bubbles to get so big, and then the ones that wouldn't quite come off the stick, and then they'd kind of pop, it would always be fun, and you'd get a little bit of the splash of the bubble juice on your face or whatever. But it's like, if you could imagine being one of those iridescent, just kind of magical glistening bubbles just prior, when something gets so big, there is discomfort, right? And the act of bursting into potentiality is painful. Any birthing process always comes as a birthing process. And for those of you who haven't given birth to anything physically, I think you've been through it, because anybody listening to this has been born. So you have some record of it in your system. And so, with that, because there is nowhere else to be than simply where you are, let's tune that. I'm with you. Nice big deep breath. Mm. Mm. I'm now switching to my 144. Mm, 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 mm. Big deep breath. In a recent podcast that I listened to, one of the participants was making it clear that for healing, for ascension, just for the record, I don't really subscribe to the concept or even the word ascension in that same way. But in the podcast, it was made clear that healing, improving, ascending, optimizing, potentiating isn't about hating the ego. It isn't about ascending out of your body. It's about becoming more embodied. It's about being able to breathe more resonantly into your DNA expression. It isn't about catapulting up and out of our human experience. It's about bringing more of our eternal essence into our human breath, into our human experience. There is no through, it's in, it's all in, it's all here. The amount of grief and fear and the ambiguity and uncertainty of transition, the amount in the field is profound right now. I mean, I'm at minute 12 of this transmission, of this live collective energetic experience, and I've had to stop myself from falling into tears twice. Lack of clarity, if you are unclear, if you're uncertain what's coming, that doesn't have to equal dismay. Yeah. I think it was a quote from Mo Godot. Godot. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry to say. The A Billion People Happy concept creator. He said, the future is always better than you think it's going to be. Yeah, yeah. And so it is. Uncertainty need not prompt dismay in your system. I'm switching back to the 174. I don't know if y'all can hear it. This tone is just anemic. You guys, I know. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Y'all, the tears, I could just weep. I mean, I'm kind of laughing because, I get it. I know this feeling, so I know my version of this feeling so well. Whew. The author Martha Beck does a really lovely and recursive job of reminding us that there can be no fear and there can be no anxiety in moments of creativity. And that doesn't necessarily mean artistic creativity, right? It just means the making and the doing of anything. And so if we go back to that bubble analogy, I'm going to use my tuning fork to pantomime blowing bubbles, right? So if you put the bubble wand in the bubble juice and then you blow the bubbles, sometimes if there's enough sort of bubble solution still on the wand, you can catch a bubble that you've just blown without it popping, right? That's all we have to do, right? Like, let's, good, blow the bubble and then try and catch it, right? There you go. 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 Imagine catching the bubble, right? There. Oh my God, the breath was so much easier. That's your next best step. That's the next thing to do. That's the next step on the path. There is no through. There is no way to get. There's no way to know right now what is fully coming. We all concurrently and collectively co-create it by trying to catch the next bubble. I mean, I'm literally experiencing like collective nausea. Uh, Good job finding your breath. Find your breath. And I'm going to tune into some collective stillness. And really drop into ground. Imagine standing on the edge of a shoreline with the warm waters of the ocean coming up and touching your toes, and you feel all the hundreds and hundreds of grains of sand shifting just under your feet. Except you're not moving, except you feel the ebb and flow of the water reaching your feet. You feel the sort of nestling and shifting of the sands beneath you as you stand. in the essence of the sun, in the essence of the salt water. Yep. In the negative ionic atmosphere that is the beach. Everything is moving and you are still. Both are true. There is no through. It is simply being. It is simply being. Wonderful. All right. I really wanted today's video to be really short and with less wordy content than typical. I'd like to end with a series of harmonics. I'm going to do the CG tuner to really tap into our body mind and into an acoustical harmonic that our ears are very familiar with and pleased. It is to our Western musical sensibilities, it's a very pleasing harmonic. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a harmonic between my 417 and my 528. This is less of an acoustic tonal harmonic. It is a frequency binaural interval that is systemically beneficial. Wonderful. Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope this helped. RebeccaKarner.com if you'd like more information or if you'd like to book a private session or any group work. Hang tough out there, you guys. we're really we're all in different boats, but I don't even wanna say we're all in the same storm, because there isn't just storm. There are open seas and fair skies as well. We're we're all on the same cosmic ocean, and we're each different vessels, each the one of us. We are infinite energy signatures. We are spiraling breath nodes through time and space such that we understand it. There is so much magnificence here now. There is so much magnificence coming. I'm here too. We're all here, right now. We're right on time, and we're right where we need to be. It is a joy and an honor to be here with you. Thanks.